HappyThumbsGaming. Booyakashow!
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the walkthrough for Level 8, the Dead Marshes in Lego Lord of the Rings. Alright, it's Schmeagle time. Y'all get to experience them golem farts that I've been talking about. Alright, so we're going to do a quick little roundabout here and run around and smash some stuff. We see that there is definitely some free roam, free play type stuff here. We get curious and we pull it and we find a mithril brick. But because we are going to try and capture all these area by area, we left it behind. So feel free to grab that brick now, or you can wait to do the run through with us here in a little bit. We are getting about the halfway mark to the story mode series. And then, as mentioned, we'll be jumping into the free roam and free play modes and going back to collect all the collectibles. We'll go ahead and grab that stone map there, which is nice. So you're going to want to make sure you go back if you haven't already grabbed it. It was kind of tough to grab with the auto level suck-in feature when you get close to the area, like it's about to happen right here as well. And off to a cutscene we go after a quick loading screen.
Oh! It's a bug! He's led us into a swamp!
A swamp, yes, yes. Come, master. We will take you on safe paths through the mist.
Alright, so one of my favorite parts so far in the game, the swamp. It is a little bit tedious. I do get stuck in the water a few times. I apologize. Trust me, I was a little frustrated a few times during this. However, very fun area, very creative. I love the representation here. I mean, the swamp's a pretty big scene in the second movie, as you guys probably remember. Making our way through all this junk. And, you know, you want to kind of explore a little bit, because we did find a mini kit out on the foreground there. It was kind of hard to see, and we will show you when we get there. But again, don't worry too much about mini kits on the first time through. We will be returning. So, as you can see here, Schmeagle, aka Gollum, just dropped a big old Gollum fart and prevented us from moving on. So, hopefully we'll get him some Pepto-Bismol or some Tums or something to calm them tummy aches. So, seriously, we need to find a bucket, put some water in it, and put out the fire. I don't know if that's like a little patch of diarrhea. I don't know. I'm getting a little kitty on that. I apologize. Alright, so regardless, though, Gollum farts don't smell good. And so once we put out the fire, we'll go ahead and continue through the murky path that he has created for us, and the process continues. So basically, we're going to have a series of events that, you know, smash this, go here, create this water puddle, fill the bucket, dump the water. So we'll start that now. Use Sam's spade to go ahead and dig up the flower, or plant the flower, which then allows you to start the fire. And then I'll cue the birds and fill up the pool down below, which you can then just walk down that tree you knocked over and walk right back up with your old bucket full. Alright. So as we continue along here, we will be smashing everything in sight to reach that stud requirement for True Adventurer, which for this particular level is 66,000 studs. So, kind of a difficult one to get, but they leave lots of stuff behind. It's just kind of a time-consuming thing. So, you know, as we've mentioned a million times, we're coming back and I'm going to be making these runs in free play as well. So if you miss something along the way, it's not a big deal. However, the less stuff you have to do in the free play will probably make your job a little easier. So, we are trying to knock out the stud requirements on all the levels on our first time through so that we have one less thing to do later. Because with the all the collectibles, I mean, we got our hands full. So, just keep following the pathways, the only available pathways they give you. It's pretty simple. Most of this is pretty self-explanatory, but there may be a little mini puzzle of digging here or going there that you missed or didn't see or whatnot. Alright, Gollum Fart 2 down. Alright, and look at this. This is what I was talking about. You got to keep your eyes open for this kind of stuff. Not sure exactly why it wouldn't continue for me there. And, you know, make sure you land on the actual stuff. And then as soon as you get close enough, throw the old elven rope out, grab that gold lock, and booyakashow! It drops a mini kit out for you. So that's nice. One less kit we got to worry about later. Alright, we'll just keep on keeping on. We're going to follow the old Schmeagle trail through the swamp there as soon as we destroy everything else on land here. And this process, you know, right as it seems to get stale, we end up encountering another foe that kind of speeds things up and changes things a little bit. So I kept thinking I might be able to get out there to that flaming little rock, but turns out it's probably not recommended. And it's kind of funny because if you had an overview of this map and you saw the back and forth and the winding that you're doing, it would probably be within a pretty small circle, even though it looks like you're traveling pretty far across the swamp. Regardless, we are making ground, and that is all that matters. God, another golem for it. What did he have for dinner last night? That's what I want to know. Put a cork in it there, Schmeagle. Making our journey a little bit harder and stinkier. Alright, so this was a little bit confusing for me, but I'll figure it out here in a second. Cha. Yeah, be careful too getting greedy with those studs in the little lily pads that you land on. Yeah, we do need water before we can go any further. We have the bucket, and obviously there's lots of swamp water around, but apparently swamp water is not good enough for the old, you know. So what you got to do is you got to use old Frodo to hop on, and once you hop on, it actually starts a spring, and then you switch to Sam, and you can go fill up your bucket. You run out there and dump the water and keep on keeping on. Alright, so I think this is the last island before we actually advance and encounter our new foe. But we are not there yet. Yeah, what do those things look like to you? Those little patches of 3 or 4 items that you smack and they kind of vibrate back and forth. Alright, clearly something out there that we will be coming back for on free play. We take one more peek at it here in a second. I think we might be able to get out there, especially now that we just used our rope to get across. Appears as though there might be some more damage to be done in that tree too. Some of the Lego leaves look destructible. Could be misleading though as well. These carcasses were kind of cool, or the carcass. You get to climb through it and kick it around a little bit. Alright, so we'll need to forge some gloves in order to open that up. It's kind of a la Batman's power suit. And I'm assuming that once you pull that out, it gives us some access. But I will not put too much faith in that yet. I'll just kind of hold my breath until we get there. Gonna make sure that now that we've had access out to the fire out here, we'll go ahead and, or the water rather. I looked over and saw the mini kit by the fire. My bad. And now that we've got our water in our pail, we will keep following Gollum. Get to our little designated spot, toss the water on, die real quick just because we're awesome like that. And then we'll come around and one last stinky, flaming Schmeagle squirt. Alright, so use your light to get inside, and once you do that, it spooks the birds and then drops the anchors that you can use Sam's elven rope, which we will do, I don't know, one of these days. And you guessed it, you pull the hole out, it fills the water up, and you can refill your pail and go put out that last little ball of flames. Well, it's not the last one, but I believe it's the last one we deal with in regards to Gollum leaving his stankness behind. You can see we're slowly making our way up the stud trail here. And cutscene! You're breathing in too deep, Sam.
Black Riders!
Well, I tried to warn you that there was a new foe in the area, but y'all didn't listen. So go ahead and make your way over to the left side. Make sure you save and continue, or take a break if you're in need of a break. Essentially, the goal here is to not be seen as he swoops through. The way to do this is to grab Sam and hide him in the tree stumps. Each area has a little tree stump that it provides you with, and you can hide Sam in there. And if you're just controlling Frodo, what you're going to want to do is just put on your cloak, which makes you look like a bush. I'm not sure the relevance there, but okay. And that'll be for Legolas or somebody with a bow at a later time. And we will just keep on following old Gollum. He's on a nice little run right now. Let's keep it real. I'm pretty sure we would all be running pretty fast. It's kind of like going down into the basement at night when the light's off. You know, when that light's off, you're hightailing it out of that room. Alright, so we are invisible, and he flies by again. Basically, he just needs to make one pass without seeing you, and then you'll be able to advance. If he sees you, he'll make another pass. And make sure you slide behind the stump there. As you can see, Sam just found himself a purple stud. Purple for 10,000 studs. Those purples are sure helpful on these mission requirement levels. Alright, so we got Sam back in the next stump. And we've got Frodo hiding as a silver bush that's glowing and, well, he kind of stands out more than ever if you ask me. But I am not the Black Rider, so I'm not the one you have to impress. Or hide from, I guess. It's not like we're taking him on a date or something, or, you know, giving him a Christmas present that will determine whether or not we get a Christmas bonus at work or not, you know what I'm saying? So, who cares? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hide again. This process happens, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. We just make it from island to island and keep progressing through. Each time we're getting more studs. We do see some free play stuff as we continue along, but that's alright. And we are getting fairly close here. And here we go. We're going to hide in this one. We're going to use Frodo to get up in there, and both guys will go and hide this time. Here he comes, so whooping through. Look at our stud count. We're getting close. See, that was a little bit of a glitch, if you ask me. Like, I'm hiding in this cave, and when he swoops over, it appears to, like, knock us both out, and then we get seen. So, again, you have to have a clean pass where he flies over and does not see you before it will allow you to go on to the next island. So, if you get hit, you fail, or whatever. Oh, God, I hate those things. The Tower of Dough. That's what I'm going to call those from now on. Hopefully that's not too descriptive for the young folks, and hopefully it's explanatory enough for the old folks. There's another Tower Dado. Boing, boing. That just doesn't look right. Looks like something that should be in the adult industry. Okay. So, there's a little spot for the elven rope. Make sure you use Sam and grab onto that. He swings and swings and swings. If you're smart enough, you'll figure out you actually need to jump onto him and hang as well. Because we all know hobbits weigh about as much as a Twinkie. Speaking of Twinkies, you guys see that? Saying ain't so. All the Hostess products on lockdown, maybe never to return to our shelves again. Yep, sad story. Sad story. It's tough, too, because what are you going to do? Workers wanted more money. People couldn't pay more money. Workers went on strike, didn't make no Twinkies. Twinkies didn't get made or sold, and now they can't even afford to keep the doors open. Sad story, really. And I say that because it's sad for the people and sad for those late-night munchies. It's devastating on many levels. So, Happy Thumbs is hoping that everything goes well for anybody who was lost. I think there's like 18,000 people. It's a lot of people. So, all right. Back to this, our little RIP to Twinkies and to some jobs for that matter, too. Alright. Almost to the end here. Getting pretty stinking close anyways. As always, we are kind of just, looking around, making sure we don't miss anything. We're trying to grab as much as we can on our first pass, but knowing that we have that second pass, we're cute. Alright, I don't mind the fact that this Black Rider's flying around us and not really bothering us or paying attention to us, but it kind of breaks the process a little bit, doesn't it? And he's just swooping around. I guess maybe he can't see us. Maybe we're just so mystifying and mysterious. Alright. Alright, this is a big one. Here it comes. Whoosh. Whoosh. Hopefully he puts some deodorant on into those big old flapping arms. Otherwise, that's a big waft of stank. This marsh just isn't very good for the old nostrilage, huh? We got Gollum farts. We got Tower Day Does. We got Black Rider BO. It's crazy. All right, True Adventure. All right, we hit that 66,000. You can see right on the dot there. Probably doesn't happen often when you actually hit the stud requirement right on the dot. Alright, getting over to this island over here, we're going to obviously see some more free play stuff. Grab the elven rope, pull the tree down, build quickly so we can get across this bridge. And once we get over here, we've got a task to do. We're going to go ahead and use Sam, actually, not the old Frodo. Dodo the Frodo. Frodo the Dodo. Whoa! Yeah, you got to watch out for his stank breath, too. Halitosis boy flying by. We see a mini kit over there. Clearly, once you have the gloves and you can pull the orange handle, it'll allow access to the top of the tunnel there, and you can climb back and destroy those other 2 trees, which then give you access to that mini kit. But again, free play. Cutscene!
Hurry, hurry. The black gate is very close.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Look! The gate! It's opening!
There's another way. More secret. A dark way.
Lead the way, Spiegel. Who are they?
Wicked men. Servants of Sauron.
It's an Oliphant.
Uh-oh. The Oliphants. Alright, so we got these 2 giant Oliphants. There is a trophy / achievement here where you can defeat an Oliphant as Legolas. It's the... that still only counts as 1. So we will be addressing that later. Obviously, we don't have access to Legolas at this very second, so we can only assume that that will be a free play action. So what you got to do here is... there's the 2 giant guys going by. You got to destroy those 2 piles out in the middle. Those piles then provide you with bouncing trampoline bush piles. I don't know. And I actually had some problems with the controls. Hopefully it was just user error and not just a bad choice of how the timing and design went here. However, I'm having to spam the button as fast as I can to keep that jump going. But then... the timing to keep it going is so close that I end up jumping off the rope. But then I jump off the rope and I try to double jump and it was just a nightmare. So it happens again when I try to get on the next one. But the goal is to simply get a nice high jump, grab the rope, climb up, get to the top, smash the dude in the face, and ta-da, we win. So now here comes the second one. Doesn't really matter which pile you jump on. It's just whatever's easier for you. And I struggle again to get on this thing. So I think it's this pass that I actually hop on and do my dirty work. And cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, yeah. Go ahead and take those guys up, climb the rope up to the very tip top, and we'll take this guy out to take down the next Oliphant and actually head to a cutscene. An awesome cutscene, too.
We've lingered here too long.
Who are you?
We are hobbits of the Shire. We set out from Rivendell with 7 companions. 1 we lost in Moria. 2 were my kin. A dwarf there was also, and an elf. And 2 men. Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and Boromir of Gondor.
You're a friend of Boromir?
Yes.
It would grieve you then to learn that he is dead.
Dead?
He was my brother.
2 halflings, and a host of men at my call. The ring of power within my grasp.
He's got to destroy it!
That's where we're going. Into Mordor.
Osgiliath is under attack. They call for reinforcements.
The ring will go to Gondor.
Ruh-roh. Yay! The Dead Marshes level complete. Yay! Free play unlocked. Yay! Alright, so we get a couple guys added to our stockpile here. And if you're wondering why I thought that was a pretty awesome cutscene, it's because it's the last cutscene of Level 8. So, the last ones are always the most epic ones because we know we're getting closer to the end of our journey. And we will go ahead and rack up the True Adventurer status, which again is 66,000 studs. And we probably wouldn't have been able to do it that easy had we not have found that purple one behind that stump that Sam hides in on about the 3rd island once the Black Knight shows up. Or the Black Rider. Sorry. Black Knight. Once Batman shows up in Lord of the Rings. I guess it's the Dark Knight, but same difference. Who's counting, right? Who's not colorblind? Oh, wait, me. That doesn't even make any sense. Alright, Mithril Brick's adding up. We're going to change the subject and move on. And that'll pretty much wrap it up. We're going to take one last look, see that we grabbed 1 of 3 items from the level, and only 1 of the mini kits, and we did not get that pesky blacksmith design. So, free play, you got it out for us, but we'll come back. You best believe that. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap up Lego Lord of the Rings Level 8 walkthrough for the Dead Marshes. We did open up free play. We completed the level. We had a nice little tangle with a Dark Rider, or Black Rider, whichever you prefer, or whatever Tolkien prefers to call him, because he's the one that created him. And, yeah, so feel free to comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing, and head on over to Facebook and Twitter, whatever your social media preference is. And as always, until next time.